we are making money moves this morning with author Dijon Lucky Sticks Hamilton, who wrote this book here to help educate readers and financial literacy, and also James Labula, who is a student who has been to one of your workshops. And Dijon, you know, I was telling you I was reading this book last week, and it was one of those things that, like, I wish I had when I was in high school. Because tell us a little bit about it, first of all.
Absolutely. So, same thing. I wish I had this when I was in grade 9, 10, 11, 12. I Make Money Moves was a book that was written inspired by students. I had the opportunity of working with diverse students all throughout the year, and we got into speaking about what do we know about what to do with our finances when we start to earn a little bit of money from our first part-time job. Imagine if we started putting away, you know, even if it was $5 or even $1, if that's all that we had, and we just got into the habit and the practice of learning how to save and invest, how to budget, how to understand taxes, right? All of that. Imagine if we could start from early, the amount of power and financial wellness that we would have later down the road.
I love your voice in this book because it comes out like it's not preachy. It's not, hey, if you don't know this, you should, like, it's just, you really understand, like, the way students talk. Mm-hmm. Why was it important to write it in that sort of voice?
Because I felt like I needed it to be accessible, right? Like I said, I get to work with youth very often, every single day, and I hear their voices, right? And I have to speak, you have to speak their language, right? So as I'm writing the book, I wanted to make sure that it was in jargon that they could understand, that it was accessible, and that they could not only absorb it, but then go on and share it with the friends, and share it with their parents, and share it with their families, so that this way we're able to, you know, break generational patterns as well as start to create journeys, like successful financial journeys.
And having gone through it, what did it mean to you to be able to pick it up? And, like, again, it doesn't preach down to you. It's not like you're in class, there's tests and stuff. What did it mean to you, and how easy was it to kind of get behind the content?
I really appreciate it. It was like a wake-up call. Like, from the first page, like, I really had to evaluate myself. I was reading it. I was like, it went through everything. It was very thorough, and like I could understand it very easily. So I really appreciated the language and
Dijon, that's what you do. You really, like, you set it forth on that first page. Like, listen, you might not have learned this, but this is important stuff, especially this time of year, back to school. Right. What are you hoping people take away from the book?
I'm hoping that people are able to be empowered. People are able to have some type of financial wellness, and as well as a financial plan, and to feel like, okay, you know, I understand. I have a strategy of how to actually make my money work, how to actually make some money moves.
And what have you learned? Like, what have you taken away?
I learned that I gotta stop spending money on food.
We all do, man. I'm still learning that lesson, okay? I'm still learning that lesson. But what else? I mean, what else what have you taken away from the workshops?
How, like, I really gotta, like, be more attentive to, like, what I spend, and because sometimes I be spending, I don't even know I'm spending, like, because, you know, this money in your bag is just free money. Like, you don't even think about it, you know what I'm saying? So, like, it really helped me really, like, know what I'm spending, and, like, I also, like, appreciated, like, it went into stuff that I would never thought about, like investing, debt, all that stuff. So,
And again, it's just, it's really eye-opening, and I think the way you write it, the way you talk in the book, you know, I think it's really perfect for anybody to pick up. But for you, it was important to kind of, the youth that you do work with, it was important to really put something like this out there.
Absolutely, yeah, it's essential, and it's now even a mandate, right? So the Ontario seeing it as, you know, this is important that young people need to know about financial wellness. We know how expensive everything is, and it's just getting even more expensive. So to empower youth with the ability to have a resource.
And to that point, I mean, you said that. You said, like, you know, Ontario government's picking up on this. How do you see financial education changing and being more of a priority, especially for high school age kids?
Well, it's about time. It's about time. So to make it a requirement the same way that we have other requirements is very refreshing, right? So I see this as everybody's looking at it and everybody's noticing the climate that we're in economically and realizing that, okay, young people need this from the time that they're young, not when we, you know, when we're already older. It's too late at that point.
Real quick, where can people get the book?
You can get the book at IMakeMoneyMoves.ca, or you can also go to luckysticks.com/IMakeMoneyMoves.
I Make Money Moves is the book. Dijon Lucky Sticks Hamilton is the author. Thanks so much for doing this, James. Nice to meet you too. All right, get the book, I Make Money Moves, the financial literacy program. Go check it out.